from Memphis, Tennessee. Please give it up for your friend of mine, Richard Douglas J.
Like the other people you've seen, it seems that I have shit to live for. Not to mention, I don't know if you all have noticed, but a lot of comics like talking about buttholes now. Like, they're not even clever about it. They're like, yeah, I went over to this girl house, one thing led to another. Next thing I know, and they don't wash, and they bring their nasty asses to fucking open mics and comedy shows. Shit, and I gotta come to this microphone with shit crumbs and booty cooties. You all don't know what the hell this mic smells like. Look, I like the mic close to my mouth, and if it touches my lip, before I clean it, the show is over. I'm not doing it. It's nasty. I don't get it. I don't get it. Call me old-fashioned, but I do not believe that eating ass is the first date event. I don't get it. Call me a prude if you must, but I feel like you're supposed to get your ass ate like once a year on your anniversary, right? And you come in and your girl is like, make sure you get in the shower, big boy. And you like, God damn it, I ain't gonna like this shit. I ain't gonna like this shit. And then she started doing it and you make a noise. You don't make a lot of noise, you just make a little noise. You go like, whoo-hoo. And then you spend the next 2 weeks wondering if it makes you gay. It does. That is how you turn gay right there. That's how it happens. On a completely unrelated note, if you know you're gonna get your ass ate, I recommend laying down on your stomach. Because otherwise you feel like you're getting changed. It's terrible. You sit up there with your leg, you're like, what do? I grab my knees? What the? Fuck it, baby. Shark it. You sit there. That's why I clean this nasty ass microphone. I got a daughter. Go home after doing the show, kiss my daughter goodnight, and she wake up the next day with fucking hoof and mouth disease. And they're like, Mr. Jones, how she get a disease anybody had in 100 fucking years? So this nasty ass microphone! I like having a daughter, it's fun. I was not prepared for how much My Little Pony I was gonna have to watch having a daughter. Now I have real deep thoughts on fucking My Little Pony. Like one day my kid, she was like, let's go outside and play. And I was like, cool. She's like, let's play tag. I was like, whatever. She's like, let's play My Little Pony tag. I'm gonna be Princess Twilight Sparkle. And every time I do this, I'm flying and you can't tag me. And this Negro proceeds to fly all over the fucking yard. And I'm like, hold up, player. Everybody knows Princess Twilight Sparkle don't fly that good, bro. I'm like, what? What is you doing? She's like, whatever, daddy. And so we go back in, and of course we watch more My Little Pony. And sure enough, somebody was like, well, you know, Princess Twilight Sparkle doesn't fly very well. And so I turned and looked at my daughter while I left the door, and I said, I fucking told you! Because that's how we bond. That's how we bond. I finally got her out of her Halloween costume. Because because she's 6 and does not give a fuck. And so, like and I didn't want her to, because she's fucking adorable. She's a Pokemon, it's great. And but like one day I was like, nah, you about to be around daddy's black friends, hang on. I was like, yo, you gotta, we're gonna see your grandparents. You gotta take that off. She's like, no. I was like, all right. You gonna keep it on? She's like, yes. I was like, are you gonna explain to your grandma what all this is? She's like, you're not gonna help me? I was like, not a fucking chance. And sure, we get to my mom's house, and my mom's like, what are you supposed to be, baby? And she's like, I'm a Pokemon, Grandma. It's the Eevee. E-E-V-E-E. She's like, what's a Pokemon? I'm like, oh, shit. She's like, Pokemon is like monsters, but they're big monsters, but you throw a little ball at it, and it goes in the ball, and then you throw it back out, and you say, I choose you. And you throw the ball back out, and they fight, and they evolve, and they get bigger. And she's like, I don't understand, baby. What you talking about? You mean, well, hang on now. They evolve and get bigger? You mean like Digimon? And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I do responsible shit like get dogs. Like I got a dog and it died, and I was like, well shit, I gotta get another one. And I put it on social media, and all my friends were like, yeah, shelter dog. And I was like, shit, I got too many white friends. But like I moved to a nicer neighborhood and no strays, so I ended up going to the shelter. I didn't know where I live in the state of Tennessee. They charge you for the dogs at the shelter. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm doing you a favor. So finally I calmed down and I was like, excuse me, miss, do you all have like a scratch and dent? Like, you know what I'm saying, like a clearance section. She's like, right this way. And so she takes me in the back and she opens the door and it's just wall to wall, just fucking fuck that garbage pail kid looking dogs. And she knew what she was doing because she had us in the arms of an angel. She had that shit playing on repeat, right? And so I'm looking and I get to this one cage and I stop and there's this dog and I don't know what it was, but heart to heart we bonded. Shit was beautiful. We bonded. He was a little wiener dog and he had no back legs. Exactly! Oh! And we bonded, right? And the lady was like, would you like to play with him? And I was like, bitch, how? And she goes, all right, well, we have a specially made wheelchair. We'll strap him into the wheelchair and he's good to go. And so she puts him in the wheelchair and I frolicked for the first time in my life. It was beautiful. I looked at this dog, I said, hey there, little dog, you are my dog, I'm gonna love you forever. I'm gonna call you Xavier like on the X-Men. Come on, Xavier, let's roll. And so, she's like, hey, gotta stop you. Just need you to know there's an additional charge of $300 for the wheelchair. I said, well, shit, I guess I won't be calling him Xavier. I got it, I'm gonna call him Goku. And she was like, why Goku? I was like, because he's gonna be Dragon Balls. She goes, get the fuck out. I still don't have a dog. Next thing I want to talk about is reparations. I have decided that I do not want reparations if it's money. If it's money, I don't want it. If I'm gonna give reparations, I will accept nothing short of an even swap. If you didn't figure it out by now, I want a white slave. I want it. thought long and hard about this, and nothing short of even Steven will do, okay? I want a white slave. I want a fucking white slave. Like, some of you are like, oh my God, I can't believe he just said that. I've surveyed the room. I'm not talking about any of you. You are what we call in the slave industry inferior stock. Like, if I'm gonna get a white slave, I want like a fucking Thor, okay? Like, you can't bench press a cow, I can't do shit with you. Now, please understand, I am not saying that every white person has to be a slave. Only like 15% of y'all. Just fight amongst yourselves. Surprise, we're taking the winners. Now, some of you are thinking to yourselves, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. What? Why do you mean you want a slave? What if you had a slave, what would they do? First of all, it's not a they, it's a it. I don't appreciate you humanizing my property. I don't appreciate that shit one bit. Second, it would do whatever the fuck I told it to do. But mostly gardening. Mostly. Like, I don't have 40 acres. Like, I'd be the dude that in your neighborhood that had like a bush shaped like a horse. Like, that'd be me. Actually, the more I think about it, like if I had a white slave, I would make him like grow weed and take the charge. I'd make him like book shows for me. I'd be like, hey, I want to play the Chuckle Hut in Wichita. Make it happen, Kyle. People ask me all the time, they're like, hey, well, how do you know your white slave would be a dude? I'm like, I don't. They're like, well, what if your white slave was a woman? I'm like, all right, fine. They're like, well, if your white slave was a woman, would you sexually abuse her? And I was just like, you can't rape property. You make the rules! Don't get off! Don't you make the fucking rules! Yeah, ain't no fun when the rapper got the gun, motherfuckers! People ask me all the time, they're like, you're not afraid to do that joke? I'm like, no. No, I've seen me. I can take most of you. No, I think it's just all part of getting older. Like, all my fears are completely different now that I'm older. Like, I remember when I was younger, and like I was like in my 20s, and I would say shit like, don't nobody love me, I'm gonna be alone forever. I ain't gonna never have no bitches, get no pussies. It's just gonna be me and my PlayStation forever by myself. Shit, you know what I would give to be left alone for 10 fucking minutes? Look, I would have to kill somebody, go to jail, find the biggest motherfucker on the yard, stab him, just so I could get 10 minutes in the hole by myself, and I wouldn't have to hear, Daddy, 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 I need a snack. Daddy, what you doing? Daddy, you sleep? Daddy, you sleep? Daddy, you sleep? Young, you used to want to fight. Go out with my lady, used to want to fight. Dare somebody say something too. Dare somebody say something to my lady. Now, I go out with my lady, somebody give her a compliment. I'm like, bitch, say thank you. Your rude ass. I'm like, dude, she's so rude. I'm sorry. I have very new, very real, very practical fears. I'm afraid of unfamiliar flights of stairs. They scare the shit out of me. Look, I am in my 40s, and I'm the wrong side of, if I fall down an unfamiliar flight of stairs, I'm limping for the rest of my life. I don't, like, you ever do that? You ever come to a set of stairs, you're like, hold up, ain't no grippies? Ain't no rail, ain't no grippies? Hold up, shit, hold up. And my foot, hold up, ain't no rail, no grippies, and my foot wider than the steps, hold up, man. You just take them bitches like the Temptations. Other thing I'm scared of is long balls. I'm scared of long balls. When you get older, your scrotum sac area loses elasticity. Like, you know, like a boxer, like, put your balls! I'll tell you what happened. I got traumatized. I was a kid, and I was in church. Shut up. And I walk into the bathroom, and I see the dude, and he had his nuts resting on this. And I go, ah! He goes, ah! Thoop. And I was like, I want to do balls! Good night.